What is good, everybody? Welcome to my channel. My name is JustClark, and today we're going to talk about how I think about drawing heads at different angles. We got all these questions right here, these requests, these comments. Just quick message. I'm just going to say that this is just specifically, I wouldn't say completely unique to me, because the way I figured out how to draw heads at different angles is, number one, is knowing simple anatomy and proportions and that stuff. You gotta practice a lot, since I started. So ever since I started seriously practicing about a year ago, I pretty much had to forget, just throw everything that I thought I knew out, and start pretty much from zero, from scratch. So there ain't no easy way, there's no secret. It's just a lot of practice. You're gonna get depressed. I know I did, so it is what it is. It is part of it. But I will also say that this isn't like a sure answer. The way I figured out my style, or I guess my thought process, is by observing a lot of different artists, taking little bits and pieces and stuff, while also adding my own touch and feel about it. True practice is how I figured this out. So I would say explore. Don't just look at how I do it. Look at how other artists do it, because there are so many fucking artists that are way better than me. So pretty much take little bits and pieces of those, see what works, see what you're comfortable with, and at one point you'll have your own way of thinking about drawing the heads at different angles. But anyways, let's get started at how I draw heads. Yeah. Alright, so we have right here, we have some skulls. The why I have this is I just want to show everybody what parts I emphasize on, and because of the anime style and its stylized proportions, but also still practice realistic proportions. So we have the jaw, and this is my secret, and it's all in the eye socket, the eye circle, the eye socket, whatever. I'm not drawing it the best, but pretty much if you understand how the eye socket works, it's a very good reference to see what angle the head is at. Because if we're gonna draw this angle, let's say this one, then we got the jaw here, and then we got the eye circle, we can already immediately see where the character's eyes are gonna be landing on, and we can also do that in the opposite direction rather. Since I'm right-handed, it's kind of uncomfortable to do this, but I mean, do this angle looking to the right, but you gotta work on your weaknesses. Yeah, pretty much like that. See? And also just remember the shape of the socket, and that there is a dip. There's a dip right there. There's a dip. This can be heavily emphasized with, let's say, a pretty high sideways looking character and their head is up high, kind of like that, like judging you. And also, this is one thing I do just to know how will I draw the neck and stuff. I just use the torso as reference for the perspective. And now that I have the torso for the perspective, I can pretty much just draw a simplified neck for now. Shoulder circles, booba, because we're not, come on man, we're not drawing dudes here, come on. But now, there we go. Now you see that I know where to put the neck. There we go. And then there's the booba. And then the eye circle, the eye socket, whatever. I like to call it the eye circle. And then there we go. And now I'm gonna draw over these to just show you the plotting of the eyes. And so first we have the eyelids, eyelashes and stuff. And now remember that I said about the dip of the eye sockets, right? So the way I'm gonna draw the eye here is kind of inwards. You don't want to draw it straight up like a circle like that, because it just looks flat as fuck. Look, it's flat as fuck. But you want to draw this going inwards. We have the bottom behind there. And there we go. Look, it looks very 3D. I mean, 2D is still better, but you know, it's ironic the fact that you gotta draw the 2D character in a 3D space to make them feel real, but 2D is better than 3D. Anyways, so for this one, we can draw it kind of more straight up. There we go. And now we just put the cheeks. Not those cheeks, but this cheeks. Now this is just about drawing the head at angles. So yeah, I didn't really memorize or completely study the names of the muscles and shit. The proportions, I kind of just felt them out as I go. It's probably not the most efficient, so whichever style you're comfortable with, you can go with that. I will do it on this one as well. Okay, this one, I'm pretty good at this. Just be mindful that you are drawing at a lower angle, and so you have to keep in mind the shape. I'm just gonna do a few more examples, like more different angles to just show you, and I'm gonna explain the thought process. I'm just gonna do a time lapse of it and do a little voiceover. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so starting out, I started with a pretty low head angle, and I drew again the torso for proportions, and I'm just correcting it a little bit because of knowing how the torso is a little bit more in front. And there we go, the glorified eye circles. I'm drawing them again. Look at that. Look at that. And the next one, what I did is a more high-angled face. Pretty much ara-ara because, middle star superior. Anyways, so what I realized when drawing heads in perspective is that, at least for me, I kind of overshoot the foreshortening a lot, and I do too much. I place it too much in extreme perspective, which is a mistake. And by just practicing poses like an hour or 30 minutes every day, it's helped me get that feel. And you see me flipping the canvas, and that's just me proving to you how effective the eye circles are, because no matter how many times I flip that motherfucking canvas, it's gonna look right. Because if you know, we have that problem sometimes where we think the eyes look good, and then when we flip the canvas, they look like they have a mental illness. I'm not gonna say anything specific because I don't want to get canceled. It's too early, bro. Alright. Anyway, so moving on, we have the high angle, and you can see we got the shape of the eyes. We're having more, less bend actually, not from a high angle, but we have the bottom eyelid kind of covering the eye a little bit, and obviously big booba supremacy. Actually, no, I don't care about that. And that's just me drawing the hair. Next, I did a little like sideways. It's pretty much the shaft head tilt. And hopefully, when you practice and you get good at drawing the heads at different angles so that the characters just don't look flat, you can make other shafts tilt. Oh no. I'm sorry. But yeah, so pretty much the common thing that I did for all of these are the eye circles. And as you can see, for that sideways part, I did draw the eye inwards a little bit more. So yeah, Okay, there we go. So we got different angles right here. So pretty much refer to the skull for the sketch first. Think about skull and then add meat to the bones and then add the details. And then, you know, the eye socket, which is the main thing I focus on because it's a great reference. And then if you find trouble kind of getting the neck and the head to connect, just draw the torso in the same angle as a reference for perspective. So a few notes that I'm gonna say: if you still find it hard to draw the head at different angles, practice first drawing them up front, profile, and the back view. I'm not gonna show my fucking back view. 3 simple angles first: front, side, and then back. Practice slowly turning the head, drawing it in different angles, like 3/4, 1/2. But yeah, because when you draw the side profile head, I struggled at this a lot, but you know, getting the correct protrusion and the proportion of the nose to the face and stuff like that, and it also differs depending on like the age of the character or the gender. Practice those first if you still find it hard. And yeah, I hope that this has helped. Tell me in the comments down below if it has helped you, obviously, and leave a like. Follow my Twitter, Pixiv, and Sapakaray. And yeah, I'll see you on the next video. Yeah.